Hi everyone. So I'm still continuing my reading. Sometimes we win, sometimes we learn, and focusing on the chapter on adversity. And John Maxwell opens this chapter with a story about a young man his family was born into slavery, and when the slave owners moved, they wanted to take this young man with them. He was 13 years old when they were moving to Chicago, and his name was Marshall, but he refused to move. So he decided to stay while his parents moved with this family. And overnight he went from a happy life of the millionaire kid being provided for by this family to a common errand boy within a few weeks. And that's the story of my life. I was very happy in England. I was working as a legal assistant. I was working in reception, doing some executive assistant work. And I came to Canada to be the errand boy. I came to Canada to, even with my degrees, my education, with everything I've done, I came to Canada to clean the toilets, to take out the garbage, to paint the pots for Mothers Against Drunk Driving. And I went through a series where everything I did was wrong. I couldn't even get a job packing boxes in this country. They told me that you don't have Canadian experience. I said, what Canadian experience do I need to have to pack a box? If somebody shows me how to do it, I'll do it. I'm a graduate. I'm not incapable of learning. Oh, do your resume this way, do your resume that way. Oh, your attitude is not good. Oh, this is not good, that is not good. I was like, why did I leave England? Honestly and truly, why did I leave to come here? And I always remember the lawyer at Mason Solicitors. She said to me, you leaving England? I said to her, yeah, I have to go. I can't stay. My application was turned down by the Met office, the immigration office, and Canada's accepted me. She's like, I can't believe that they're not going to allow you to stay. I said, yeah, that's unfortunately, that's the way it is. But they all gave me good references, letters of reference. I put them all on my LinkedIn. Even with that, I couldn't get a job. And then finally a deco placed me. But I mean, it's a never-ending adversity. Never ending. I mean, even now, after all this, they couldn't fix my ID and all that at work. I'm looking for another opportunity, and I've placed it in God's hands. There's a few people at the church that know they're praying for me to get something that is a good shift for my health, where I don't have to work overnight and more in line with my skills and my profession. But it's never ending. It's never ending here. There's always something you have to do, diversity training or this training or that training. So I've decided, you know what, no matter what you do, people are going to criticize you. So I just do the best as I can. I take it one day at a time. And it's the same thing with all of us who come here from Africa. You have to be willing to start at the bottom. You have to be willing to take whatever's available. And I mean, sometimes you get fortunate, and the people who see your skills, who see your talents, they want you to take things and manage them, run them. And I've had those opportunities within the banks when I was working as a consultant and working in project coordination. But again, I mean, most of us want stability. We want permanent jobs. We want benefits. We want to buy homes. And we were the elite in Africa. I mean, not everybody gets to go to university, gets to go to college, gets to train in a field, whether it's becoming a plumber or a secretary or a teacher. We all educated people that have left Zimbabwe. And the same thing is happening now. The educated people are leaving Zimbabwe to go work in England, where they need social workers, care assistants. They're leaving and they're going. So it's just unfortunate for me, because I had hoped that with my spiritual director training, And with what I have, I could get an opportunity in the church. If not here, then in England, because they're always crying that, oh, we don't have enough people in ministry, we don't have enough people in this, in that, but I never seem to get those opportunities, or even to lead a 30-day retreat with the Jesuits, or to help with retreat work. And I get all the adversity. Everything the Jesuits go through, I have gone through. Being sworn at, shouted at, treated like I'm a criminal. I've gone through all of that here in Canada. In England, my life was carefree. I didn't have anything like this. Nothing. I loved my life. I did what I wanted. I enjoyed my weekends. I went to the aquarium. I went out to the parties in the park. I enjoyed it. Every minute of it. The pageantry. I loved it. But anyway, let's see. I'm hoping that this week will bring new opportunities and a job that will help me to start paying off my debt. I mean, I also need to live. After 4 years, I got new nighties. I got a water pitcher because my water jug broke. So I don't buy things just for the sake of it. When my things have holes in them, when they're completely finished, when I can't use them anymore, then I buy new ones. The same thing with my clothes, with my dresses, with my bras. I bought bras, new bras, after 6 or 7 years. The last bras I bought were in 2019. So it's very, very hard. I'm very careful with my money. I don't splurge on it. And when I do get the opportunity to go to see a concert or something, I treasure it. And I don't just go to anything. I go to see like Phil Collins or Sting or something that I've never had the opportunity to see before. And Phil Collins messaged me and he said, before he came for the last concert, he said, are you coming to my concert? I said to you, I earn minimum wage. I came when you came to Montreal. And he's like, no, that's a long time ago. You need to come because I might not come again. Or, he messaged me. I can't remember exactly what he said. I said to him, I'll do my best. I'll try to come. But the artists that I like know me. They know that I like them. And I even asked Phil Collins, I said, are you going to have like some time where your fans can meet you? Are you going to be available? But then he didn't reply to that. And so he's also older now. But anyway, I'm very cautious about who I reply to now and who I don't reply to. Because when I was messaging Roger Federer, the whole world and its sister got involved in it. And even in my condo, people were talking about it. So I just stopped. I told Roger Federer, if you want, you phone me. I said, phone me, then we can talk. Because I don't like this thing of people hacking my accounts and then putting all sorts of rubbish in there. I don't like it. The same thing with Novak Djokovic. They shut down that Gmail account that I was messaging them on. But now I'm telling people because they told me not to tell people, so I didn't. But because my accounts were hacked and because people started sending me rubbish messages saying, oh, about you can pay to come and meet me, I reported everything. I reported it to the International Tennis Federation and I reported it to Novak's Foundation in the UK. Because this is nonsense. I mean, if people like me and they want to stay in touch with me, why shouldn't they be able to? Just because I'm poor, I must be targeted by the police and by criminals. I mean, it's ridiculous. I hope God opens up a good paying job for me. Very good paying, then all this nonsense will stop. And the people that used to be in touch with me before that I helped when they came here and they don't bother with me, I don't bother with them either. My friends in Zimbabwe, they always ask me, oh, have you heard from your Gita? How is she? I said, I have had nothing to do with her. The last time I saw her, I gave her references. I helped her to learn how to network in Canada and what she has to do. I helped her with understanding how the education system works. She spent 1 weekend with me, and after that, I never heard from her. The same thing with Karina Guerrera, who I went to university with when I did my master's. I had put her name as a reference, and she got offended. She goes, oh, you should have asked me, don't just put my name. I was like, you know what, where we come from, if you know somebody, you can just give them the name. So I'm sorry if it offended you that much, but I won't bother you again. I leave them. Because if it's that big of a deal that if somebody puts your name as a reference and you get so upset about it, that's not a real friendship. I just leave them. The same thing with Yogita, I leave her. And they're like, oh, but you know, we were all close, my friends in Zimbabwe. I said, yeah, we were close, but now she's got her own life and she's successful and she doesn't want to know me. I tried calling, I tried emailing. They don't bother with me. So you know what, it's fine. I'm just going to keep on doing what I'm doing. I've left it in God's hands. Even the Martin at my church, he said, just leave it in God's hands, Belinda. That's all you can do. As long as you've done your share and you've done your part and you've been sending out resumes and you've been trying to help others, that's all you can do. I said, yeah, that's all I can do. But I'm just hoping that this week is going to bring good news for me and something that there's going to be less pressure on me, because you'll find that the people who are good, we get the worst treatment in Canada. They treat us like how they treated Presley. You're so good, so they make it horrible for you. But anyway, I'm hoping things change, even with my John Maxwell. If I can work with the African leaders, if I can help to take these principles and help them and help to bring about change there and be paid for it, I'll do it. Why not? Other people are doing it. There are lots of John Maxwell trained people in Africa. So I'm hoping that people will think of me and put my name forward, because I've done a lot for people. And even all this drama with my sister, they should ask her, do you have even one photo with Belinda in the last 10 years or the last 12 years? She'll tell you no. I don't know why the police said she was obsessed with us, because she has nothing to do with us. They should ask her. She'd tell them. I go to things when I'm invited. I'm not uncouth. I don't gate crash parties. I don't just go to things and just do whatever I want. And I don't like that impression being created of me with anybody, whether it's in the banks or whether it's in my workplace. I don't like it. That's not me. But adversity does change us and it does help us, and I hope that things change for the African leaders, because it's hard. It's hard for us also who have left and who have come here, because we get treated like we dirt. It's very hard.